star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Greetings, everyone, and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings.
Here we go.
And you take a look at this home team. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they have definitely taken a tumble. They remain in the top 10, but they can't get complacent. Not if their power ranking means anything to them, that is.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Jones is out there at Bogdanovich. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Diallo in at the 3, the small forward. And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
6 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Diallo. Last time out he had 14 points. Jones the pass to Holmes. Right side Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark. Holmes against Robinson. Shoots. Can't nail the jumper. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Jones the pass to Holmes. Now here's Bogdanovich. There's the pick. The tray. And it's Bogdanovich. Again missing. Bogdanovich has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Diallo. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And they take the lead. He's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside Bogdanovich. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jones. 17 points in his last outing. The three-pointer, no good. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Robinson Earl, no good. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Jones. Back to Diallo. Here's Bogdanovich. Jones the pass to Holmes. Now here's Diallo. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Roden. Still scoreless. He was all alone on that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the
tougher defensively.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Holmes setting the pick for Bogdanovic. They could use a bucket, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Holmes.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones drives in. Bogdanovic wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Diallo.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
There's the pick from outside the arc. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. Bogdanovic, that's for 2. No good with the wing jumper.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Jones. And here's Diallo. 6 to shoot. That one good for 2.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now Robinson. No scoring in this one. Going inside. From downtown. And no good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Diallo with it. Pass to Holmes. Kicks it out to Jones. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Off the inbound pass. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Pass to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Krzyzewski grabs the miss. And 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's Roden. We saw him with 10 points last game. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. 11 points in the game.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pakusevsky. Now Washington. Here's Herrera. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. A shot by Watsura, no good. To the inside. Washington, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Over to the wing. They set the pick. Watsura, the pass to Morgan. Pass to Watsura. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Coathis grabs the board. Here's Blakeney. Shoots it. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
For the three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Washington, and it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. Washington kicks to Blakeney. There's a good screen. Pass to Pakusevsky. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. They've got Washington, and it's Fernando in at the 5. They've got Washington, and it's Fernando in at center. Here's Herrera. Good on the 3-point shot. Herrera's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. They've got Washington, and it's Pokusevsky in at the 4 slot. Herrera passes to Watsura. Here's Morgan. 9 points last game. Pass to Watsura. For 3. Rebounded by Blakeney. 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Fernando.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Washington against Robinson. Out left to the wing. With some arc. Got a hand on it. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. From 7. Diallo, no good. We get a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Takes a step back. Robinson Earl, the pass to Robinson. Here's Morgan. Launches a three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Bogdanovich inside. Pakusevsky makes it off the glass. Pakusevsky's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Robinson passes to Robinson Earl. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Pakusevsky. Here's Washington. Good. Nice job down low. Washington's got 6.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Clock at 6. Shoots over Pokuševski. Robinson Earl, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's a screen to the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
That's to Diallo. Bogdanovich looking around. Plays it up and banks it in. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams.
There's not a whole lot to complain about with these numbers. I mean, they made a commitment to rebounding last year, and it was obvious. It showed on a consistent basis. They put great effort into rebounding the ball last season.
Gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Holmes.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
To the middle. Here's Roden. He's guarded by Diallo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both good from the line that time. Shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Pass to Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Guys, back to you.
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. First free throw is good. That one is no good. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one is off. That's off as well, so he misses both.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The ball really well in this game, 58%. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 14 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Lets the 3 fly. The 3-pointer is right on target.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
Pass to Diallo. Outside Bogdanovich. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. He's got 5.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake, but they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
The 3. No good on that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Six to shoot. Got a piece of it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game count.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Can't hit the free throw line jump. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Leading by 17. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks. You take a look at the home team. Couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus, and they're determined.
Come on, man.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the visiting team. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here is Robinson. Scoreless thus far. You've got Diallo. Bogdanovich is out there with Jones. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. One falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Pass to Holmes. Now here's Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Portland just 35% so far. From past the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. 22 points for him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Holmes kicks to Bogdanovich. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here is Robinson. Nothing on the board. He's off on that one. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here is Robinson. Three-pointer gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Jones, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Roden. Robinson a screen on Diallo. And it's Roden missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Beyond the arc. The shot that time, not on target. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jones. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Jones has got 9 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. He has 7.
Love seeing that kind of activity on the offensive glass. Nicely done.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Bogdanovich. Out to the right wing. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Now, here is Robinson. Pass to Robinson Earl. From outside, off the mark. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Chalk up 2 there. Diallo's got 12.
They are winning this game largely because of his efforts.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Roden. He's guarded by Diallo. And it's Roden missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just a fact.